Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I'm starting to see that I'm picking up some negative vibes. And what I mean by that is the women today that contributed to what the performance that happened were either obese or Hispanic or Hispanic. I sat up there and I told you guys, I said, I'm going to be at Albertsons. I'm going to go shopping. But right now I'm at Starbucks at the Albertsons. I purposefully told you my eventually you would have found out, but I purposefully told you my destination in hopes you would bring your crew over just to see what kind of performance you're going to do for me for the future and whoever I decide to be with. What's the scary is two scary things, y'all. The scary thing is he passed the test. The other scary thing is the Democrats cheat to win. Women like that I saw and how they were performing around their children, around their husbands. They cheat to win. They're not getting attention or much attention from their man, or maybe they're jealous because there's another female around with a man. So they feel like they look better than me. So they must flirt with whoever I'm talking to. And we're just having conversations about cars. And they have to come around the way they did. It's not coming around because this is a public restaurant. People are going to come around. Let me educate you for a second. But when you have a 2-year-old is like a wild animal, unpredictable. A a child is unpredictable. So when you bring your child to a public place, you don't never know how your child will perform, or somewhat what the things that they will do to other people that aren't in their circle or being seen every day. If you have a husband, why are you trying to get someone else's attention? I don't know you, so I'll call you by subject Hispanic number one. Walking back and forth, back and forth. I have never had to literally subject number two in the green outfit slut myself out in order to feel good about myself. I have never been like that. It seems like that, right? But I have never did that. Subject number two, Hispanic woman. It subject four, Hispanic man and Hispanic woman. That is sad. That is very sad. I'm having an intellectual conversation, and in order to cheat, you have to bring your children to get him off of the spectrum. And it sounds hateful, and I want to get into what they've done to me in the past. Like, for instance, they actually have their children uh do unpredictable things like touch on themselves around me to make me look like I'm the perverted one. They go through that type of length. Some of them are molesting their children. So it sounds hateful, but I'm coming from an honest place. They train their children how to break laws and do bad things. It has nothing to do with hating a child. It has everything to do with how your child is trained based on what you do to your child. Some women sleep with their children in order to gain some type of hold over their child. I have never been that type of parent. All of my sons can never say I did anything to them sexually. So, I've seen them actually nudge their child, say, one 12-year-old tried to get my pen, one 10-year-old was whacking off in a car next to me, and the driver was a complete adult. So I have my reasons to say that. They bring their children to steal, they bring their children to look at pin numbers, they bring their children there to do, I hate to say this, pretty fucked up shit, man. So I'm already alerted by when you're Hispanic, and you know this, and that's why you do what you do. And I just sit back and I listen to the whole conversation between me and the individual that I was talking to, and ignored and tuned out. But I was looking. Let me let you know, I am very aware of my surroundings. And I seen everything you were doing, trying to give him eye contact behind my back. I have eyes in the back. I know the game of certain women. That is the perfect scheme to bring a child somewhere that's that is a 2-year old, which we all know as adults, 2-year olds are unpredictable. They will run up on anybody. And you stood there for a whole, it was over the time. It was over the time. It was like you were just sitting there, not eating, just sitting there. I mean, you are entitled. You are entitled, lady. You have every right. But when you can't control your child from violating other people's space when they're trying to have a conversation, then you're a fucked up parent for that. It's not the child fault. It's your fucking fault. Because you purposely did that shit. If you look good, fine. You look good. And I acknowledge, I'll even put a thumbprint on it. You look good. But so do I. I don't compete with my beauty. This isn't a beauty pageant contest. I didn't sign up for this. I am who I am. He passed the test, y'all. He ignored all of those women. He looked, but that's what men do, but he ignored them to the degree he wasn't continuing. And I did the same exact shit. I can tell when somebody is trying to get my attention versus someone who is actually in their own zone, like auto zone. When someone's in my space and they're trying to get my attention, I can tell. You didn't want to make eye contact with me before, so why are you making eye contact? Even if this don't even work. If somebody is going to come to meet me, I'm going to give them my full and complete respect, like I do on my show. I'm not going to sit up there and look around unless it's for my own personal reason because of my safety. Sometimes it's like I am people's women magnet. I am people's women magnet. And I'm saying it in a G rated, good rated way. Women will kill, literally go over the depths and drive over the depths of the Rocky Mountains, into the Himalaya Mountains, over the seas, through the woods, into the universe, into the multiple dimensions, just to fuck with me. They had their own man and still was trying to get his attention. That is some sick crap. And they all were Hispanic. They emasculate everything I do. They watch who I hang around and they either bribe them, and when they can't bribe them, they'll blackmail them. When they can't blackmail them, if they feel that they're not enough to bribe or not enough to blackmail, they'll just watch them to see if they, and that's why ICE don't want to be a part and show their faces, because of fucked up people like you guys. You can't live with the fact that we can show our faces and still talk shit, natural truth about what the fuck you do to us as fucked up immigrants. So crack that smile all you want. I smile right back. Yeah. All they do is cheese and smile and smirk. It's okay. I get it. I tried to break bread with you. And then you sat up there and you turned your back on me. No, I don't hate you, but I don't fuck with your kind. And I've made that clear before. And so doesn't Trump. Even through the Trump, I always had my own opinions about Hispanic men and women. I didn't get Trump to tell me what I was going to know. I should find out myself. And that's what I did. I found it out for my fucking self. You try to set me up all the time. The only reason you doing right is because you want to look beneficial now, because you know some of y'all are going back. Just leave me alone and stop emasculating me. This is my documentary. You can just walk the other way. If we make eye contact, look the other way, but don't purposefully look all the other way. You know, I know what that look like. Man, I want to fuck up that bitch, but that bitch, I'm just gonna keep my cool. I know. And that's why I try to get away from that shit. So do yourself a favor and act right while you still have it good here. Or if you still are staying here. Either way, you're being watched if you're Hispanic. If I'm being watched, I mean, that's what makes it so weird. You know, I'm being watched. So why do you want to bring yourself and put yourself around me and annoy me? You have a family, you have a husband, you have family, not to mention family on top of family, even family in Mexico. And yet you come here bullshitting and trying to make life fucked up for people like me because I'm a Republican and I'm black and I have more rights than you. And you envy that.